Okie dokie. I think we have everything. I'll need the racks, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 racks. Okay. Oh, my finger's stuck. Is that okay? Hey, everybody. I'm Yvonne with Back to Earth Creations, and welcome to today's live stream where we are going to be tying tie-dyes. Sorry, my brain was like drinking coffee, choking our chicken. But then I was like, I probably shouldn't say those things. But look, I found my rubber chicken. We have, how many did we prep up, baby? Was it 10 or 12? We'll find out. Let's get started. So I'm using all of our tops today are rayon, and we have prepped them. Hey, Saki girl. We have prepped them in a soda ash solution and then put them through like the spin cycle on our washer. So now, sorry, rubber chicken, you're in the way. So they're a little damp still, but that's perfectly fine. And we're streaming to YouTube as well, baby. Nice. So I'm going to go through and do a couple of different styles of ties today. So this one, we did a geode tie. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Tracy with World is Strange. How are all of y'all doing today? And I'm sitting on a cooler full of ice, which I'm excited about. Because we're going to be ice dyeing these today. So this is one of our summer festival dresses. Hey, baby, do you think we should do one of the cameras with like the arm, or is it as good like this? Okay. So,
I'm gonna need to get over there. Because I'm gonna need to get over there, right?
When? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So we're just getting everything situated. So I think, hey, little Sprite, how's it going? And then we have in this corner of the screen all of the stuff that got added to the shop, like the shop updates through the month of March. We're having a 30% off sale until like the end of the week, where everything on the website, if you use coupon code SPRING30, SPRING 30, then you'll get 30% off of your order. So that's pretty cool. We got Randy here in the background. Oh, hey, Sherry. Aw, she says, I absolutely love your tie-dye videos. Thank you so much, Sherry. I'm really glad that you do. I love making them. So this one, I'm just going to do a roll. I started at like what'll be the top side, and I'm just rolling it up. This is another one of the styles that we'll be doing today. And I'm doing it a little loose. Huh? Not today. Not till later. Ooh. Hey, Steffi Joe. How are all y'all doing today? And now, since I did it a little loose, I'm going to just be taking this and like, can you hold on to that end for me, honey? I just need to be held stable. And I'm just going to be twisting because I don't know if this will do anything or not. But I'm really excited. Okay, if you could, I want it to be real tight twist. And then we're going to take it and we're going to roll it up this way. Whenever you're not in that corner anymore, like after you finished up with the bins, I'm going to set up a tripod over there. That way we can get over the shoulder.
Which,
Just one of the arm ones. Oh, so now that's a big old spiral. Hey, you guys. So yeah, we've got a bunch of tie-dyes to be making before Anime St. Louis because we've decided to go ahead and bring our whole backdrop to Anime St. Louis. The past couple of years, we've only brought like our jewelry like up in the front because we had liquidated all of our inventory during the pandemic because Mama had bills to pay. And then, it's okay. Nothing like exploded or anything. It's fine. Give me a sec. Oh gosh. Oh no. I just dumped my whole thing of dyes everywhere. But everybody's lid stayed on. Fantastic. Oh. But yeah, for the past couple of years, we didn't bring our backdrop because we just didn't. Like, one year we were in our blue Mitsubishi Mirage, and there was no way we were fitting our backdrop into that. Ooh, doing well. Workday is over in 25 minutes. Nice. So then I'm just using one rubber band to just hold this intact, and then I'm hucking it into my done pile because we have a bunch more to tie up. Hey Aisha, how's it going? So my work day should have been over by now, but I slept late, so I get to work till dang 6:30. Oh my goodness, that could have been a lot worse. It could have been a lot worse. So we'll do this one in the muck, and then we'll do this one on top, but I'm not going to worry about doing the racks right now. I'm just going to set them behind me. Thank you, baby. I'm a menace. Ooh. Well,
you got blue on it already.
Well, it's because I'm a monster, honey. And I don't even know what colors we're going to be staining these. Now this one, what design is this one? This is like a dress. Ooh. Oh, that's going to be so pretty. Okay. Should we do this one? Yeah, we're going to do this one as a geode. You guys are adorbs. We are a little stressed out, but that's fine. And it's not like stressed. It's just like a little frantic maybe. Or do what, babe?
We got like 3 weeks.
Yeah, we got 3 weeks. It's crunch time is all that's happening here. That'll need restitched, but nah, that'll be all right. Okay. So the thing is we have to be really gentle with these whenever they're wet because it's rayon. So I don't want to be accidentally like tearing it or anything. Hey, Dark Cat, how's it going? Hey, Cassie. I bought 100 tiny ducks to hide around the house. What? Anyone planning anything for April Fool's Day? Oh, okay, context. Oh, that's hilarious. No, I don't have anything planned. I guess that is tomorrow, isn't it? I don't know. Randy and I are both pretty literal, I think, so we don't pull pranks very much. Hey, Amy. Amazing Amy. I vote purple. Ooh. That's good thinking.
Yeah, do you want to do a full over?
Sure. Maybe. We'll see. Oh, I love this. Okay. Yeah. But we have to take into consideration the rinse out sequence that we wanted to go through. The rinse out sequence that we wanted to go through. So we'll need to be like do 2 bins or half bins in one color scheme and half the bins in the other color scheme.
Right.
Okay. But other than that, huh? Ah. And one of them is going to be a primary blend that Maddie had put together that I want to make more of because it was gorgeous. So I'm trying to remember how to do any of this. Level 1, 2 squawks from the rubber chicken. I have arrived. Asaki girl says, I am with you, Vaughn. Not a fan of pranks. Okay. So, and y'all, I am probably one of the messiest and worst tie-dyers on the planet. But if I can do it, anybody can do it. Hey, Lapney, how's it going? Can y'all hear us okay? Okay, excellent. Good volume and everything. So here, I'm just getting some pleats going across like the front because I want to tie this into a little bit of like a mandala. And so just doing that, and I'm going to bring it down to like boop right here. And then we're going to be using, this is synthetic sinew that has been waxed. And I'm going to take about a 12-inch section, and I'm just coming through here, and I'm going to tie the crap out of it. Right here. And I'm just wrapping. So that's 2 wraps. Rolling it under for 3. And passing it under for 4. Now, usually, if you've watched any of our other tie-dye videos, whenever we're doing a geode, I'll go like a gap, but the lines are basically parallel to each other. For today, I'm going to be doing where the ties are like diagonal. So this first one is going to be straight across like a geode. That's perfect, baby. Thank you. But then the next one, I'm going to come in just a little bit. Randy, what's up? Is that a baby groundhog? Okay, there's nothing we can do about it right now. I think the groundhog is having babies under the house at this moment. Ooh, Saki Girl says, Vaughn, have you ever tie-dyed one black and purple? Ooh, I haven't. Because what the black dye that I use, the Raven black, splits into like a couple of like kind of orangey, rusty colors. And so I think if I were to do that, thank you, honey.
So, where about on the screen would you like this new camera to go?
If it could go where the ad one is. Okay. Sorry, we had gotten it all set up. And then I'm like, they can't see what's happening. So let me get another camera set up for y'all. But just a moment, you guys. Back up. We've got, if I were to do a black and purple, I think I would use a discharge to like on a black piece of fabric, and then apply the purple dye to those areas just to make sure that we get a nice like crisp, bold black. Ooh, World of Strange says some of the Dharma black dyes require really hot water, not good for ice dyeing. Gotcha. And most of the colors that we use with ice dyeing are actually formulated for it, so that way, you know, we're being chaotic kind of on purpose, because I'm not good at getting consistent results on this stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Flip it. Okay, I see. There we go. And now now y'all can see what we're doing. And so I'm just going to wrap this around that away. And I'm doing it quite loosely here to start. But then once we get it across, I want to finish on the point that is most diagonal, like towards the tip. Pull that. There we go. And now from here, I'm just going to pass that under. And then I'm going to make sure that these 2 points mesh. So this is just going to be a real messy mandala, but I think it's going to be gorgeous. Hey, Jose, how's it going? And so again, ending on the point that comes across, and then I'm just tugging, and I do want to be gentle because this is rayon. But I love rayon. It's so light and flowy. So just passing it around under. So how's everybody doing today? Okay, and I'm going to do 3. I want to do lots of wraps because this waxed synthetic sinew helps keep the dye out. So each of these lines will stay hopefully nice and bright and light in tone. There we go. Oh. Yeah, we're really, really hopeful that Anime St. Louis is just going to be fantastic. And so we figure each and every one of these tops that we dye, each piece of jewelry that we make between now and then is just a little seed of hope, like our fingers crossed, that a seed that we're planting in hopes that it goes well. Because we can only sell what we have in stock. Poll on YouTube. I'm not entirely certain, honey. It'll be like down by like the I think you have to be logged in as me. Okay. Can I come look at the screen? Okay.
Plus?
Yes, it's the plus sign. You'll click that and then there it is. Start a poll.
Wow, they changed it. Okay. What color options are there?
All of them. That's the thing. I'm quite overwhelmed by the different color options. So I was thinking that maybe we could do one of the color splits that we've already done just to see how it looks on the rayon, but with another color added into it. Okay. All of them are here in the bins, except for the ones that are still in the drawer. Because I need to go through and look them up on Dharma to see what color they even actually look like. I miss Maddie. I'm just going to say, she's really good at this.
Coral pink. We're picking 4.
Oh.
No. Sapphire blue.
Yes.
Baby blue.
Yes. Can that one be mixed in with sapphire blue? Or are we just picking?
We're picking 4.
Oh, okay, but we're not going to do like a hobbit snot or a domestic or anything? Okay.
Yeah, you know what? Which one? Like, do you know what names those are?
Oh, what dyes?
Yeah.
I'd have to look in the thing that Maddie put together.
I'm like, let's just do it.
Gotcha.
Great.
Grape's very pretty, but if we're gonna do just single colors, I think we should go with the ones that split, right? Not until it's just purples. That one's really pretty. I'm feeling super chaotic today, so give me just a sec. Gosh, maroon would be pretty. Can we do one that's coral pink, marigold, and maroon together? Oh, but that'd be so pretty.
Do you remember what Phoenix one looks like?
Yes.
You want to do that?
Yeah, do you want to see how that looks? It was that orange that had a little bit of green in it. So I'm just coming around.
There's also Avalon, Wild Thing, and Dragon's Heart.
Okay. Are you okay?
Right now we have a yellow, a red, a blue, and a Phoenix.
Okay. Because the thing is I don't want to do just a... I really want to do one that's a red, a yellow, and a blue, so that we can get those color splits and have that primary.
Okay. A red,
Mm-hmm.
a yellow,
Mm-hmm.
and a blue.
Yes.
Okay. So now we need one more.
But that's in one bin.
See, that's what I'm not wanting to do.
Oh, really? Okay, I'm thinking, I'm sorry.
Let's do dragon.
Okay.
That was a green, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, we'll take the top from...
Oh, thank you guys. Yeah, sorry, I can't really type over here. Let's see. There you go. That's our, oh, it won't even let me type up my own website. We haven't decided what colors we're using yet. We're figuring that out. It's followers only? There we go. That's weird. Testing, I'm still talking. Is that okay? Oh, thank you, Steffi. And then I'm coming through and I just continue doing that little zigzag pattern down the length of our top. And if I get to the end, I just pull it a little tighter and you can see how this is like pushing it off into little like nodes. There we go. There's some folks that I see online who do like such crisp and beautiful tie-dye like mandalas with like paintings and stuff in on the fabric as well. I'm not one of those people. That's okay though. I aspire, but I'm still having fun. And then that's our last bit. So I'm going to snip this. I will be right back, you guys. What's up, honey?
There should... Oh, you're on here. Where's your...
It's... I don't have it pulled up. Okay, so from here, everything else down past that, I want to do kind of like a beta fish tail. So I'm going to do just some pleats, trying to stem from, you know, where it's naturally pleating from here. But to keep it from being too bunched up, I just want to keep the pleats mostly the same depth, like same fabric depth. Oh man, y'all, it's been a little bit of a doozy of a day. I've spent almost since my waking breath video editing today, trying to get stuff put together. And then we got that done, and then it's just been one thing after another, but very happy to be here crafting. Anytime, Elrex. And so now we can bring this around, and if we were doing multiple colors, what I would have done is the red, the yellow, and then the blue, red, yellow, blue, like, and then that way they would bleed and blend and get like a really cool that way. Oh, thank you, honey. Marigold, Phoenix Flame, Dragon's Heart, Sapphire Blue. Okay.
And then we'll just do the top two.
Okay.
We've got a ton of other shirts.
I realize that, but it's just I thought we had talked about it earlier today, and we were going to do one that was a primary blend and then one that was like just a color split. So I'm just changing gears is all. All right, so now I'm using 2 rubber bands to keep that paired together. And I want to make sure that there's no spots where the fabric's like folded over itself, because I want these high areas to be what catches the dye. So now I'm going to take this, and this one's going to be our muck, so it's going to go down here. Oh, a 3XL, right on, LRAT. Okay, and now here we are with, and again, these have all been treated with the soda ash already. And this one, I think I want to do in, well, we've done kind of a spiral. We did a mandala spiral. We did the rolled spiral, and we did a geode. So I guess let's do another geode. So from here, this is one of our summer festival dresses. And it's ruched up at the top, so you can wear it over your chest or down over your hips. That way if you wanted to wear it as a dress or a skirt. Sapphire blue. Well, be sure to vote in the poll, Jean. And from here, I want to just kind of pick up a bit of the fabric, and then I'm going to come down like this. And I'm going to start like right here. Oh, well, thank you, Lynn. How have you been doing? Pulling tight. Steffi Jo says, I'm excited to have the space to do some tie-dyeing in my utility room once I get all the boxes unpacked. They're currently stacked in there. Right on. What do you think you're going to be tie-dyeing first? And so there you can see I did quite a large gap. That's okay. So this next one I'm going to do a little smaller. And pull in a little tight. And then we're going to come up to the next space. Now this is a very similar technique that if I start from the tip and then tie my way down, it'll give us like a really bullseye pattern. So I don't mind coming in and kind of shuffling it around a little bit, and that'll just change how the geode lines stay laid out. Like the top that I'm wearing right now is one of the geode dyes we've gotten from Opal Moon Dyes, who has, I found her on Instagram. Probably t-shirts, right on. I get real fussy when I wear t-shirts. I don't know why. I don't like stuff like, I don't want it any closer than this to my neck, and I don't like stuff up in my arms. So like, I don't know. I'm weird about my clothes, I guess. But Randy wears a lot of t-shirts, and I think they look very good on him. There we are. Coming to the next one. And I'm probably going to do 4 to 8 geodes on this dress, just because I think they're gorgeous. I love the patterns and all the, and right there, what just happened is the key difference between a geode and a bullseye to me. And that's the way that it just like kind of bunches. These are the worst scissors ever. The way that it bunches down, and that's not going to give us just a perfect little circle. So there's one geode. And so now I'm going to come to here, just kind of picking another spot, and I'm going to grab it, and I'm going to come down like that. And we're going to start tying right here. Hey, Jennifer. Well, I'm excited to see how they come out too. Be sure to, if y'all are on YouTube, be sure to vote on the poll to see which color we get to we'll see which one of the colors we'll be doing today. I think Randy said we're picking the top 2 colors. Cassie Bull says, I thrifted a white cotton jean jacket, but I don't wear white, so I'm going to dye it and then upcycle it some more. I'm getting into sewing lately. Oh, that's cool. Does it have the tag in it where it says, well, if it's cotton. But yeah, I always double check my tags just to make certain. My favorite blends to dye are cotton or rayon, to like a 95% cotton or rayon, and then a 5% spandex, just because I really like a nice little bit of stretch to my clothes. Hello, Vaughn. Oh, Jennifer, I hope you're having a good day. Little Sprite says, I have one of your festival dresses, and it is so very pretty. Oh, right on. Which color did you get? It's a sundress for sure. Yeah, it has little straps that you can tie over your shoulders in different ways, or I like to wear it like just over my hips as well. And now I'm going to come down and do boop, boop, boop right there. But yeah, we're going to try to do, how many batches did we have? We have 3 weeks, and we have like 70 shirts to tie and dye before then. Well, shirts and dresses and different things. So that's why we're working on this today instead of something else. So that'll be all right though. So bringing this down. And I don't want to make them all like the exact same size. So I'll make this one a little bigger. So wrapping once, twice, and thrice around. It's the orangey fall type color, but I will wear it anytime. Nice. Yeah, Maddie helped us dye those. It's a beautiful day outside today. It's a little cold, so we do have the heater on. Y'all might be hearing that in the background. But the muscari are blooming, the tulips are up and putting on a show. Some of the daffodils are fading, and some of them are just now starting to come up, so that's really nice. I do wish I had gotten the colors a little bit more figured out before the live stream. There was just so much to do. And I like to be able to like deliberate and really consider my options before just I either like to deliberate and explore my options or just like blah and start throwing stuff on there. But because it's always so tricky, and I'll experience it a little bit whenever I'm doing like a dragon head too. Like I'll be like, should I do it in this color? Like, because I'm torn between what I want to do and what I think might sell well. And so it's whenever I catch myself getting too much into my own head, I just craft and not worry about it. Okay, so this one's just going to have 4 geodes because that looks like all we're going to be able to fit. But I'm going to show you a trick that I like to do for kind of like filling in the gaps. Steffi Jo says, I get overwhelmed choosing colors. Same. And I really do need to do like where I do like a little color swatch to see how it splits, like how the colors split, and then like, I don't know, tape it to the top of the dye container. That way we can look without, because some of them are like better than blue green. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. Like as far as like what color it is goes. So normally I just sat down and pulled up like Dharma Trading and their Procyon dye list and like gotten eyes on it to be like, okay, that's what color marigold is. And then we can choose from there. Because I'd love one day to do like, I don't know, I still like Harry Potter. I don't know if other people do, like if that's like still trendy, but I would totally do like some Harry Potter house themed tie-dyes. I think that'd be really fun. Just because why not? Hey, Julie, how's it going? Ooh, Mississippi is covered in purple wisteria. Do you have it there? I don't think we have wisteria growing wild in our part of Missouri, but we have a lot of red buds are blooming this time of year. Just if you go driving on the interstate, you'll see a bunch of that. And oh, those Bradford pears. It's useless. I love Harry Potter. Same. I think it'd be so much fun. There's this Harry Potter game that came out probably a while ago that we like watching one of our friends play, or when she streams. And I think that'd be a lot of fun to play with Randy. Okay, so we have our 4 like main geodes now. But yeah, you can see all these straps. You would just take them and put them right over your shoulder, and you can tie it however you like. And then I've also seen folks tie them like behind their neck, like halter style. But I'm going to tuck our straps here onto the inside. That way they're not just all hanging out willy-nilly. And I'm going to grab this here, and I'm going to kind of crinkle, scrunchel, crink? No, just crinkle it. Scrunch, scrunchy, crinkle. Words are hard. I'm squanching it. Oh, Julie says, squanch it, says Randy. Don't squanch it. You're squanching it too hard, bro. Okay, so in the midst of squanching it, I'm going to take a rubber band because I'm trying to wrap these like squid arms around. I want to catch just the tip of that one. We're going to bring it around this way. So that's kind of held in. The squanchiest. Bringing this one around. So I'm going to hook there. And then we can kind of cram that in there. There we go. And then I'm going to do one more rubber band. Because I think I'd planned it, since there's so much fabric, that each of these summer dresses was going to be a muck. So that's how that's starting. And now we will be having like a tutorial showing how these guys come out for sure. So there's that one. I'm just going to be getting this set up. Oh, that's heavy. And that's the side with the wheels. Okay. There we go. Hey baby, could you grab me one more bin, please? Oh, a pickle Rick. It's pickle Rick. Okay, so there's that one. Huh? Okay. So this one I guess I'll be doing on a rack up top. Yeah, because that's nice and thin, and we'll be using the screens again today. So we'll need binder clips for that. I don't know what we did with all of our... I lost all of our binder clips, babe. like the bigger ones, not the huge ones, but they're just, I can't find them. That's a pickle Rick. All right, next shirt. So this is actually chugging along quite nicely, I think. Ooh, this one's a festival dress too. And so what I'm going to do with this one, let me get this way up here so you can see what's going on. Hopefully. Do you see what I mean though? They're like all missing. And I'm flinging this out so that it's nice and spread around. And then I'm going to crinkle squanch the rooched part. And I'm just going to start twisting. But do you see how that like comes in so nice? And again, making sure that all the sides are like out.
Oh, I got those.
Okay. Okay. I don't have anywhere for them right here just yet. Perfect. And then again, just nice and messy. Kind of coming around. And then we're going to throw some rubber bands on it. There we go. And then coming around town. Around town. And let me know if you guys like this style of live stream, because this is something that we do that kind of takes a while anyways, and I thought it might be fun to get to share the process with y'all. But I hate getting pigeonholed as, oh, I just do wire wrapping. See, look at how cool, like all those layers. So it's a wreck up here on top, but down here, nice. But yeah, I don't want to get pigeonholed as like just a wire wrapper, because as much as I love wire wrapping, that is not the only thing that I enjoy doing. And I love more than anything getting to learn new stuff and share that with y'all here on the channel. So pretty excited about that. There we go. Amok, amok, amok. Overthinking is the enemy of creativity. Maybe not enemy, but they're at least not friends. That's a really good point. I want to make the correct decision, you know? Because I'm so afraid of stuff not selling, because we so desperately need it to sell. Oops. And so now we have another. And this one we did. Ooh, I kind of want to do this one. I know we just did some geodes. I love geodes. We're just going to do more geodes. I can't keep sitting on that cooler though, because it is going to wreck my butt. So I'm pulling out. Oh, Z much just sat in this yesterday while we were outside. That's all right. Okay. More geodes. So we're going to see. I'm going to start from just the tips. And so we're going to come here. So the style of this dress, whenever it's all flared out flat, it's like a giant like square kind of. And so for each of those points, we're going to come out and I'm going to do a geode on each of the points. So there's 4 wraps, pull it tight, coming out a bit. And I do like to kind of bunch it around slightly differently. 2, 3, pull tight. Like all sorts of crafting. Right on. Well, I love it too. So thank you guys. I appreciate y'all being here hanging out. What are y'all up to today? Pulling that tight. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. And I don't want to pull too tight because sometimes I pull so tight it pulls through the fabric. So I have to be a little careful. Hey, Kalisa says, I love that you do so many different kinds of art. Right on. Okay, I'll stop. I'll try to stop being in my own head about it then. You tickle me. Boop. Hey, Em, how's it going? I'm doing really well. We're just getting some tie-dyes going. Getting them. Yesterday, Randy got all of these washed, and then we got like washed and dried, so they're pre-shrunk. And then we got them all soaked in their soda ash solution. Ooh, Michelle says, I'm sewing the fabric for a chair seat. I will post before and after on Facebook. Nice. Okay, this is the next point. I'm just going to grab it, pull down a little bit further than what we did last time, just because I like it messy and chaotic. Ah, when it's done, gotcha. Like the poultry? Like gobble gobble? Gobbles? Gobbles? I don't hate it. It's a pretty good lunch meat. I'm not any good at cooking turkey. There we go. 2, 3. There we go. 3. I'm gonna do 4 around on that one. I hope we have enough sinew. Hey Randy, could you remind me after the stream that we need to order more sinew? Thank you. 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. How's that pole coming? Till it's time? Gotcha. What's the clear winner? Ooh, okay. Oh. Nope, come into that next point. It is synthetic and it's waxed. I just get it on Amazon. We try to shop around to find the best prices for things. The best prices for things. So yeah, just on Amazon. I'm thinking about those turkey breasts, yeah. Just thick, juicy. There we go. Level 3, Steffi Joe. Oh, well, thank you for the follow, Mama Bird. I just saw that 22 minutes late, but thank you for following. We are doing our best to try to jump through the hoops that Kik has for us for getting verified and getting like monetized and stuff. So I'm not entirely certain what that's going to end up looking like, but I'm really excited about it. So every follower and everybody who pops in to chat and say hi, y'all are doing so much to help support what we're doing with trying to keep keep our heads above water and also do artisan education for free. I'm just keeping it crafty. Looks like they didn't trim their bobbin threads. There we go. Get those trimmed. Well, I missed. Well, that's why I sweep later. Easter tradition that I let my girls use leftover egg dye to make t-shirts. Oh, that's cool, Jennifer. I bet your girls love that. Woo woo. Okay, so again, I'm just gathering this one down. Now, just today, I edited I'm doing craft room vlogs. for the YouTube channel instead of just like editing it down harshly into like an 8-minute long video. Like I'm leaving all of it in. But not marketing it as a tutorial per se. It's a craft room vlog because it's, you know, just fun, really, for us at least. And in the one I just edited that'll be coming out next month, we did a design that I call a nautilus. And I'm experimenting here to see if doing a nautilus will work on a festival dress as well. So we're just bringing it, whoop, 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 bringing it around, pulling tight. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And I don't want them to be doing them a little too evenly incremented. I want it a little more random. A little more block. 2, 3, and then last little bit. And I do believe this is our last on the tip geode. Yeah, we have all 4 of those. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in between those geodes. I'm going to bring them together. And then I am going to grab about out to here. This one isn't quite going to be a nautilus, but I think it might be like a starfish or something. So that's a really thick section, but we were going to be doing these in the muck. Oop. So hopefully it will be a good design. If not, we'll have learned. Hopefully. So what y'all up to today? What you working on? There's 1, 2, 3. I'm going to come out just a ways. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. And pull tight. It kind of does like a jump. You can feel it in your hand when you're tying. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. Pulling it tight. And then, I'm going to do a narrow one. So there's 1, 2, 3. Pull tight. It's a squid. We'll see how it comes out. 2, 3. Sevi says, once I get off work, I hope I don't just crash on the couch. I need to go through all my plastic crap and get rid of stuff so I can put the rest away. Right on. What kind of plastic crap? Like bins and stuff? I love going through bins, especially if they're not my own bins. 2, 3. Because then it's like magical quest adventures. If it's my own bins, it's like years of hoarding shame. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Pulling that tight. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, leftover containers and stuff. Right on. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Just because. Pulling that tight. Giving it a snip. So now there we have those sections. And now we get to come in between these 2. There's not quite as much space. I actually want to go opposite of this one real quick. Because it would physically pain me to do something the same way twice. Apparently. So yeah, I'm just going to gather that down. And we're going to start tying from right here. Steffi says, I don't have a ton of storage space in the kitchen, so I have to purge some stuff. Gotcha. Yeah, Tupperware always want to, until we got the glass ones that I really like, Tupperware was the first thing for me to usually purge. Because it's like, how many sour cream containers do I need to hoard before it's like a problem? So those are that should be the easiest to say goodbye to. It does look like a squid. That's an anime I wouldn't mind watching again, Squid Girl. Ooh, and Princess Jellyfish. That was another one I liked. There we are. Oh, really? Princess Jellyfish is they kept making all those beautiful, like jellyfish inspired dresses. Huh? And then Princess Jellyfish, I don't know, they just kept eating like the noodles with squid ink on them. Yeah. It's been a while. I remembered liking it though. Steffi Joe says, yes, I'm trying to convert to the glass storage. The plastic stuff is so bad. I was just tired of every time I microwaved something and it like, especially like sketty. I wanted something I could microwave spaghetti in that didn't become orange and chronically greasy for the rest of its existence. That, and technically, if I break one of our glass ones, I can just melt it down into something in the kiln. If we save all the pieces. Three. Hey, Sarah. She says, oh, hey, we doing tie-dye? We're doing tie-dye. Hey, Hannah, how's it going? So we're in my kitchen today because that's where we do tie-dye. We set up a big 6-foot plastic table, folding table that we usually use for like our booth. 2, 3, 4. And what colors? I think we're going to be dyeing this. Well, we're going to be doing sapphire blue. Randy says it depends on the poll. So there's a poll over on the YouTube channel. Okay, and so now we can take over here this little bit and I'm going to tie that up into a geode as well. So this one's just going to be like geodified. Oh, all the little straps came out. So this one I'm going to tuck the straps up inside of it and tie the geode around the straps just to see what'll happen. Had me at blue. Nice. Oh, goodness. Just earlier today, I was walking around the house literally going, microplastics. Because I just got showed like another, that you've got like a tablespoon of microplastic in your whole brain. And I was like, okay, sorry. Like, I don't know what to do about that. What is the fabric shape? This one is, I'll show you on the next one now that it's not all, it's a summer festival dress is what it's listed as on Dharma Trading. It is horrifying. And I'm going to be honest, I can't handle one more horrifying thing today. So I'm just going to sit here and do tie-dye. Because there's also, I don't know what's making that noise, but I think I can hear my ring light or something. Like just that electronic. Boop. So that's just a shorty, but that's okay. All right, so there's that one. So we have some thick geodes. We've got some thin geodes. I'm going to take this straps and tuck them up into here. And then I'm going to grab it. Blah, blah, blah. Gotcha. Well, I hope she's all right and that works for her. So yeah, I'm just kind of fluffing that out in that direction. This is such a weird little Cthulhu-esque balloon animal of a tie-dye. Oh, Sherry says I'm going to have to catch the replay. Right on. Well, thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Oh, cardiac rehab and whatnot. That's good. 3. Now I'm going to go like this and tug. And then I'm going to go like womp, womp, womp. There we are. Yeah, for sure. Just wrapping that around. And there we are. And now anything that's left that's kind of just weird like this, I'm going to kind of just tuck and scrunch. And then I'm going to bring all of this around like that. And we're going to put a rubber band around it. Ooh, he's had a stroke. Oh, goodness. Well, I hope you all take care of each other and yourselves. There we are. Ooh. Allison says, I've been following you since 2017 and been a Craftbox subscriber shortly after. You're awesome. Oh, Allison, I so appreciate you. Are you still happy with, like, I hope you still like what we do. Like, oh, when I started watching the stream, I thought you were making an octopus, not gonna lie. Well, this is how it's gonna be like a festival dress. So let me put this one in its bin. Because since there's so much fabric, I do like to put the festival dresses in the bottom so they can be nice and mucky. And that'll make sense here shortly, hopefully. Okay, so this is a festival dress. Now, it's very, very damp. So if you can kind of visualize with me, you could wear it like over your boobs. And then, or over your hips. So it has a really nice kind of squared off pixie hemline. There's quite a bit of fabric here. How should we do this one? We've done a rolled spiral, a geode, a spiral, a geode. Looks like it's time to do another rolled spiral. So, and I try to avoid like horizontal stuff just because that hasn't sold real well for us in the past. So I'm going to start from this tip all the way over here, like the far corner. I guess I can try to have my seams lined up. Normally I don't worry about it, but just in case it makes a difference. And so I'm going to just start rolling. And so here we go, rolling across. I like to give myself some easy ones in between the geodes just to give myself a break and keep the workload moving along. Hey Yvette, how's it going? Cookies. We have a good time. There's a poll on YouTube, says Randy. Huh? Go vote, he says. Okay, and so now I'm going to leave this one a little looser. Like I'm not going to twist it like how we did the other one. And we're just going to bring that around like that. And I'm going to use a rubber band to keep it secured into place. I'm going to flip it over. You can see it's nice and flat on that side. So fast. I love how fast those are. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm easing some of my anxiety about just picking just one color scheme. No, because we're doing 2 color schemes, right? Okay. Because it's like in January, we had done, January and February both, we had done like all of our batch for that month in the same cut and in the same dye style. And then like only one of them sold. And now we have all of them in like a so much in just one color. And I'm like, I hope that they sell. So this is a U-shaped top, which I absolutely love. It starts, huh? It's like a poncho, but instead of being squared off, it's U-shaped, so it's semicircular-ish. And the seams start from like here and go down. And so I'm gonna grab just right here in the middle. I love doing a spiral from just the center point like that. And then we can start letting it, and this is 100% rayon, so I am going to want to be gentle with it. Oh, that's going to be so pretty, because I wanted to make stuff that I could wear while doing my flow arts, like hula hooping and poi spinning and stuff. And I don't spin fire or anything yet, so I'm not worried about it being fire-friendly materials just yet. Because again, I'm mostly, worst case scenario, nobody buys this stuff, and I've got an extensive wardrobe of clothes that I think are beautiful, is the hope. And so I think this is going to be gorgeous to wear while spinning. Making a crow catcher. What's a crow catcher, Yvette? Ooh, vote greens. Oh, that'd be Dragon Heart for sure. Randy, can you come here? Just stand quietly with me for a moment and listen. Do you hear that super high pitch?
No.
Okay, I guess I have tinnitus, but I think I can hear the light bulbs or something. He's just looking at me like, okay, crazy. Thanks, babe.
No, there's nothing I can do about that. You want to go break the light bulbs?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. All right, on little Sprite. But yeah, so there's that. And this will go on the top. Well, I guess. Oh, my chicken. My wubba chicken. I guess we only did 5. Cool. I could have sworn we had one of the piles is set up to have 6.
Yeah, but
oh, this is that halter style dress. That's gonna be gorgeous.
So do you not need that last one?
Not yet. Like, not for now, I guess. Do you want me to hand it to you, or okay? Let me. I can't believe you don't hear that. Like, can you switch off my ring light? Yes. Don't turn that back on.
No, I don't hear.
You don't hear that at all? My God, like. Well, y'all are just gonna have to look at me with crappy lighting because I'm not listening to that ring light make that horrible noise anymore. Oh, Steffi, I do hope so. The thing is that like, I feel like our tie-dye is expensive. Which really it's the price of what I'd been paying for years for my tie-dye, so I understand why the people charge as much as what they do, because nothing about this is cheap. But I don't know, we haven't carried it at Anime St. Louis before, so I feel like I'm taking a risk to be putting time and energy into this product line as opposed to something that else that I hope will sell. But I don't know, we just have to We just have to try and do our best. Steffi Joe says, at least you know what the noise was now. Vaughn needs to go ghost hunting. No, I don't. I'll be like, oh, y'all go shut up. You're giving me a headache. Like, I kind of want to do this one as a rolled spiral, but I think I just did a rolled spiral. What's the other top? Because we've got one more. This is going by way faster. We're going to have to figure out what we're going to do after this. What?
We just did one in the last batch where it was, you know what I'm talking about? Bluish.
I thought that was a rolled.
No.
If you don't buy no rolls. That motion is rolling.
No, not rolling.
Okay. And then pleated it?
Yeah.
Okay. What if I took this one?
Here.
We'd fold it there?
Yeah.
Like an airplane fold?
Yes.
Ah. Okay. That's a good idea. Can you help me flip this one?
Flip it.
We'll grab here and then there we go. And this way we can fold like this. Yeah. Like that?
Sure.
Okay. And then we spiral it? Sure. Or what if I tied it like one great big long mandala? Okay. I understand. Ooh, the coupon code is SPRING30, SPRING, and then 30. And that way you can get 30% off of your order for like this whole week, anything that you buy off the website. It doesn't work for subscriptions, but other than that, I think it works for everything. Hey, Triquetra, how's it going? Okay, so this one, I'm gonna... What up, baby? Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I'm getting through tying a whole bunch of tie-dye. And the last batch we did, you guys, was 18 tie-dyes. So to just be doing 10 today feels like, where's the rest of my work? Like, so this is phenomenal. We're not done yet. But the tying part, I've got 2 tops left. That's real close to being done. Like, I had to take a crying break on the last one. It was a bit much. Thank you, Randy. Okay, now I have to get this turned around. So with this one, I'm trying to fold it so that, there we go, we'll have some really cool pleating. Just gonna get that flipped over. But the thing is I'm not entirely certain what I'm doing. So I kind of just flop around and bump into stuff. We are having a 30% off sale on the website. If anybody has had their eye on something or wants to treat themselves or get some like Mother's Day or Easter gifts or anything like that, I think those are things that are coming up. That's a thing that people do, right? All right. So now I don't even know if I'm in frame. I'm going to come across. One. I'm so tangled up on my own self. 2. I have to be left-handed for a moment. There we go. I hope this comes out beautiful. It will. It'll be great. Or it'll be terrible. Either way, it might be perfect. And so just coming in at that little bit of an angle. If I'm well behaved on this batch and just do a single color on the next batch, can I just grab jars and go ham?
Maybe.
That noise that you just made, that's how hard it is for me to behave and just do one jar. So I see you being very compromising. Thank you. He gave me a maybe, you guys. I love that man so much. World of Strange says I always budget for a crying break while tie-dyeing. I'm not kidding though. It's prime crying time. Ooh, shoot. I forgot to send you that video of the tie-dye technique I saw. You might have seen it, though. Basically, someone takes a solo cup with a hole in the bottom, pleats the top or bottom of the shirt, and pushes the knot into the hole, hangs the cup, fills with ice, and lets gravity. Oh, that's so cool. I've not seen that, but I understand the concept. That is cool. We haven't done any gravity dyes yet. That would be really fun. That's going to wait until after Anime St. Louis. But we're basically dyeing all of the blanks that we had purchased for Dragon Con. And we initially were going to try to give ourselves until Labor Day weekend to tie-dye all of these. But we figure there's no time like the present. And if we sell well at Anime St. Louis, then we'll be able to order more of what sold well. And, so it's in no way am I like not thrilled to be carrying these at Anime St. Louis. I'm just a little nervous. We'll see how it goes. And I will for sure keep y'all posted. I think we need to do a mock booth setup this week. Just to make certain, like recalling some of our necklace displays. Because like some of them, like there's no point in putting the display up there if nothing ever sells on it. We're going to put like on our high up ends, we have like the TVs instead. So if we're not using the necklace displays, we don't really need to have them taking up van space. So that's going to be a thing on the to-do this list. How are you doing today, Amanda? Okay, cool. Thank you, Triquetra. There we go. And again, just tying a mandala all the way down. This one might be kind of trippy, actually. I think that's going to be really cool. 2. Oh, I don't know. I don't think this one will fit me. Well, it might. I was very surprised I was able to fit into a large. Now it was figure flattering for certain. But we'll have to see. Oh. But I do think it'll be really trippy. Need to turn eggs again. Ooh, are you incubating? Pull in tight. And then we just come across. There we go. And I always end on the side that as I'm working down towards this end, I'm angling it to make sure that that I'm ending on the one that's closest to the end that I'm working towards, if that makes sense. And I'm trying to make sure as I come down this way that it's staying, my pleats are staying flat. So probably one of my favorite YouTube tie-dyers is Fun Endeavors, but then there's also Belladonna dyes. Like there's a couple of them that they just do fantastic tutorials, and they're so tidy with their work. 2, 3, and then pull in nice and tight, and then 1, 2, and 3. And again, pulling, pulling nice and tight, but then I'm going to cross over just to make sure that my exit point is coming from that side. And then I'm letting the nodes that we're binding off get a little larger as we travel down our skirt, because this one ties as a halter too, and I'm going to be honest, I usually don't like stuff tied behind my neck. It makes me cranky. It's beautiful, I love them, they're gorgeous, but it's like if I sit and it's like pulling on me and I'm like, like just it's like a cat wearing one of those like walkie harnesses or something. Ooh, Triquetcha says, I'm working on my first cross stitch project. I'm just winging it, so we'll see how that goes. Shouldn't be too bad though. I'm using plastic canvases. It'll be a magnet when done. Oh, that'll be neat. What's it starting to look like? Like, do you have like a theme or anything, or you just like abstract cross stitch? And then I do like to do 3 just because I'm hoping that it'll help repel and make those lines really nice. Ooh, babe. Well, I'm going to stick to it. I was going to try to do a geode down the end of it, and I'm like, nope, it's already folded. We'll just keep doing. Chaos calls to me today. I didn't realize we'd gotten put into followers only mode. I guess that was... It must have happened on the Friday night dance party. You know? Kick. Yeah. 2 and 3. Oh, there we go. And then I think this is going to be our last one. So coming around, there's 1. It's a little cow from Stardew Valley. Nice! Oh, that's going to be cute. 2, 3. Pulling that nice and tight. And I'm actually going to come through and do one last one. Because why not? How halters look, but I hate wearing them. They hurt my neck because ladies are too heavy, right? My strategy, I think, if I were to wear one of these, is going to be to wear like a racerback bra or sports bra underneath it that I can just tie the straps basically to whatever undergarment I'm wearing. That way I can feel like a, flowy fairy princess, but without my boobs breaking my neck, quite frankly. So, whee! And then we're gonna take this, and this is something that I think would just be Randy. I'm not saying to do this today, but what I think would be the absolute coolest thing, just hear me out, please.
I'm listening.
Is if we used every single color of blue, stop having an aneurysm, and went from lightest to darkest in repetition. Because we could use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 different colors of blue.
We don't have 26 different colors.
Yeah, but if we had like 13, we could do them twice. Or like, that's as good as I am at math. I can't break it down any farther than that. But would that not be amazing? Or we could do like a rainbow gradient or like purples. Of this one?
That's gotta be on top if that's how you're doing it.
There's no way you're going to let me do that today, though. Is there?
What goes in the mud?
Probably a solid sapphire blue. That way it'll just up any of the other dyes. Because whenever I do a bin, honey, whatever's in the muck, I just do in the same colors as what I do on top. See, and this is why I don't keep records of anything, is because it makes it super stressful. Undocumented chaos.
Good idea.
Maybe next time?
Do you have more of that cut?
Yeah.
Yeah, next time.
Okay. I love you. I do. We're just made from... I'm made from chaos and you're made from order, and we're all yin yang together. Oh, is that my water? Yes. Thank you, Randy. Oh, that's some good Wawa. That's some high quality H2O. I'm so tired.
Alright, you got one more to roll?
Yeah. Am I rolling this one? Rolling, rolling, rolling. Whoop.
You're not gonna twist that into a spiral?
Ow. Yeah, because we're just doing it with one color. This one will look really pretty in the sapphire blue. Or in Dragon's Heart. Or in Phoenix Flame.
Those are the ones that are winning right now.
Dragon's Heart and sapphire blue?
Yeah.
Nice. And just for the ease of getting the dye on this, y'all, we're about to start doing the super colorful fun part. But it just holds it together. Riddle me this, Batman. What up, baby? Ow. What up, baby? How's it hanging? Can you microwave some coffee for me if I hand it over to you? Is that like a hard no or? Okay. I just love the way that it sounds. The coffee pouring into the cup. Thank you, baby. He's the sweetest man in the known universe. I do believe the sweetest creature I've ever met.
Wait.
What?
Oh, okay.
And then this one, what style is this one? This one's a small / medium.
Cold shoulder.
Brr. Now this one, I'm going to do... Oh, thank you, baby. Oh, it's like a cold shoulder poncho. I'm going to fold it diagonally this way. Diagonally. And then I'm going to roll it this way. I've never tried it like that before. I'm going to do it like this. He's just shrugging. Yeah, I'm going to do this. Okay. What up, baby?
Go ahead and call it.
What are you calling? Oh, the poll? All right. If you haven't voted, last chance. Too bad, Randy says. He says you have until I'm done rolling this. I'll go real slow. I can't go any slower, you guys. Sorry. Oh, that dummy thick. That's a nice roll, though. Oh, I need kind of a Cinnabon any day of the week. Yeah. Actually, I like our homemade cinnamon rolls better than Cinnabon ones. And by homemade, I mean those ones that are in the whack it on the... Ow, just hit my head on the tripod. The whack it on the counter kind. But whenever we put it into like a glass pie pan to bake, I put like half a cup of heavy cream in the bottom. So they're like soggy bottom cinnamon rolls. And they're freaking amazing. Whenever we get snowed in, I like to make them. Because, yeah, we need this. Like this. This one. Can I put these things in it?
Sure.
Randy, I love you. I'm sorry I antagonize you. Thank you, baby. No, I don't want those anymore. Randy. I'm trying to clear the table off. Can you hear that? No, it's the heavy. It's the heavy breathing of a rubber chicken. I'll set that down. Can you hide this from me, please? I'm being obnoxious. Thank you. All right. Dummy thick. Hate that. Hey, Yvette. I'm sorry. All right. Now begins the fun part.
All right.
Yeah? I need plastic spoons and some gloves.
Oh, did we ever?
We did not. We'll get those tonight, and that'll be all right because we don't need them for rinsing out until tomorrow. I'm not at all blaming Randy's gloriously beefy forearms, but he did rupture my dishwashing gloves while he was wearing them to rinse out the tie-dyes, which that's what they're used, that's what they're for. Cinnamon rolls. My boyfriend has a huge one of those that was it was $50, but it's so loud. Blame, oh my god, he plays Mr. Chicken videos when the chicken sings entire songs. And plastic spoons, gloves, and that guy's leg. Yep. Tie-dye. Oh, coffee. Thank you, Randy. Alright, so we're gloving up. Oh yeah. 2x2, hands of blue. So I don't really know which one we're doing as which. Okay, we'll need to order that as well as the gloves. Ooh, do I just grab a jar and start going?
No.
Oh. Well, then what do I do?
3 bins get sapphire blue.
And I'm not allowed to add any other colors. Okay. What if we just did 1 bin of sapphire blue?
Then what was the point of the poll?
Well, they got to pick out of those colors.
Okay.
Like, does that make sense?
I would need to run 4 other polls. I'm not hearing a no.
Well, I'd really like to be able to do one that's the primary blend. Because this gives us 2 tops in this color. We have so many colors, and I'd like to be able to use them all. And we do have 70 shirts.
Do you remember the whole reason why we were going to do predominantly 2 colors?
So we can wash them together.
We can dry them together.
Gotcha. And so I think if we did sapphire blue in this one, top and bottom, and then if we did like sapphire and baby blue in this one, we could still process them together. Is what I was thinking.
And you see no flaw in that logic.
I don't. Like, I think it would be, I think they'd be just fine.
Alright. Whatever.
Okay. Alright, so. Oh no, my jacket's stuck in the wheel. Okay, we got it out. So now, do you want me to put the dye on all the bottom ones?
Do it however you want.
Right on.
You would beat me into submission.
No, I'm sorry, honey. I did not mean to beat you into submission. Okay. So I'm gonna get the dye down on the bottom ones. Oh, I've lost my spoon. Shit. There's my spoon. Okay. And then, so what we did before was we had put the ice down and then put some of the dye on top of it. And on this one, I'm going to put the dye directly on it and see how that gets us. Because I'm hoping it'll be like super vibrant. And we'll probably end up putting a little bit of dye on top of the ice as well. But yeah, we have 70 shirts. We'll try wild stuff next time. Then coming through, sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know if I'm in frame or not. I'm always afraid of using too much dye or not using enough dye. Okay, so there's those two. And then we're doing 3 in... the dragon's heart? Okay. So we'll do 3 in the sapphire blue? Okay. So I'm bringing that around. Now with this one, I'm applying directly on some of the wedges. Because I bet that'll look really cool. Oh, okay. Thank you, baby. There we go. And then, could I get your help with putting the ice on here in a minute? Okay. Oh, I'm missing some comments. Give me a sec, y'all. We'll do some that are all the colors next time. Right, exactly. You may want to write down exactly what you're doing. I've learned the hard way. Yeah. It's in theory, that's why I get it on video, is so that I'll remember. And then I don't remember. Okay, so these ones we're doing in Dragonheart. And this one gets some wild, beautiful green color splits, if you recall from previous videos. Oh, wow, and already it's starting to deposit into the... There we go. Into the dye. Or the shirt. Words are hard. And then as the ice melts, it carries the dye down and through. And then this one, just shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Shake, shake, shake. I don't know if I'm using too much. Shake, shake, shake. Do, 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 do. There we go. Alrighty. I am ready, Randy, for ice. I'll leave this dye down here. What I was thinking of doing on this one is we'll do the layer of ice, and then I'll put some more blue on top of that ice. What do you think?
Sure.
You want to start down here?
Yes. I'm going to stay at this spot. You're going to fill.
I see. Got it. A little more. Perfect. Got it. There we go. Now, got it. Sure. There we go. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put the extra blue on top of this. All right. Got it. Can you lift up just a little? There we go. There we go. Thank you, baby. All right. There we go. Thank you, baby. Yeah, probably, but my bad. Okay. If you want to put the ice back into the cooler, because I need to do the... Oh, wow. Look at how this one's come out already, y'all. The forbidden snow cone. All right. Thank you, baby. Screens and clips. Do what? Thank you. So these are some screens that we had made recently that to replace the cardboard collars we were using. Ooch.
Right.
Yeah, the metal. There you go. And I want to make sure that all the fabric's nice and tucked in, and that it's not poking out the sides anywhere. There we go. So there's one. Dragon's heart.
You're gonna get all the things on first, huh? Screens.
Yeah, is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And so with this one, and it occurred to me, like after this, after we made these screens, we saw somebody using just plastic dollar store colanders, and that seemed to work like fantastically for them. Do we have any of the wee bitty ones? I was going to try to clip this binder clips. Thank you, baby. But and I was like, man, that probably would have saved us a lot of time and effort. But we had this screen already, and we didn't have colanders, so Thank you, baby. Thank you. Oh, that's perfect. Then one more for on the other side. There we go. But yeah, it just kind of holds it in. And the nice thing about it, we've already used these once and they rinsed perfectly clean. So it was really nice. Okay. Next in line, thank you. I'm going to flip this one over so that we get nice, all those narrow, sharp lines will be really cool in the spiral. Okay. Coming around town. Yeah, the round ones are the easiest because, did I get it? Thank you, baby. Yeah, because it just shapes around. Here we go. Moving back down this way. Just enough clips?
Well, I'll have one extra, which is the big one.
Nice. Okay. There we go. And then the last one, just a nice little cinnamon roll. Oops. But yeah, the tricky part, if I'm remembering correctly, the tricky part is that, you know, we can fit like what, 3 bins into the washer at once. And so we're trying to get them to all be the same color batch. That way we can, you know, wash them out the same way. All right. I was going to put the ice in first and then put the dye on top, same as what we did last time. You going to start down here on the little cinnamon roll? Thank you. I see. Yeah. Thank you, baby. There's that. There's that. I'm going to kind of scoop some out of this one and pack it into here. Oh, I'm glad that we did that. That had apparently some of the blue sapphire on it. Oh, is it? Well, my bad. This is just making it worse, isn't it?
Yep.
All right. Here we go.
Let's go down here and then we'll finish on it.
All right. I understand we're out of frame, y'all, but imagine with us for a moment. Let's do some more down here. There we go. There we go. And I've got it. How's that? Thank you so much, honey. Okay. Whew. And now we're going to take, this is the sapphire blue. And we're just going to take some and we're going to sprinkle it right on top. Now again, this will be percolating down through the shirt and depositing the color. So I guess, what are we going to work on for the rest of our live stream? Because this has to sit here for 24 to 48 hours. An hour extra? We could weave some chainmail. We could do some wire wrapping. Would it be easiest if I just moved over to the sculpt station, baby? Okay. Then we'll go over and we'll wire wrap. And now taking just a nice big spoonful. Oh, I love getting to see it activate onto the ice. There we go. Sorry, in just a little bit, y'all, I'll be able to catch up with comments. And this is that dragon heart, which is a Procyon dye that Dharma specifically formulated for its color splits. So I'm really excited about that. Oh. And now we can come through, and I'm going to use, I lost my soda ash. Oh, okay. Ah, there it is. Okay. Oh, we refilled that, so it's quite heavy. Now I'm going to put some more soda ash on top of each of these because I want to maintain the correct alkalinity for the dye to do what it needs to do. And so just a spoonful. Maybe a little less. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Little more of that. Okay, and then, okay, guess scoop. I realize I'm out of frame, but this is just life now. There we go. Set that down before I drop it. And the tie-dyes are already doing their thing. Check it. Do you see how it's like percolating down into the fabric and here on the sapphire blue? So I'm really excited to see how these come out. But for in the meantime, we're going to go do some wire wrapping. So give me just a minute to get transitioned over into that other room. Let me get my hands washed. Because that soda ash makes me feel all squeaky and weird. I get all the dye off of me if I can. There we go. Oh, I've got a new rash. That's interesting. All right. Now I'm all drippy. I'll just use this towel. I hate it whenever the water goes like up my, like if I put my arm over my head and it like runs up my arm, I'm like, eh. So hence the high elbow weirdness. All right. 10 shirts is so much more manageable. This is very, oh, it must have been where the screen got me. Or something, because that's a repetitive pattern in the wrap. Oh well. Okay. Okay. Ooh, hey, Marcy says, do you still travel to shows? Yeah, Creeped Hearts, right? We just do Anime St. Louis and Dragon Con at the moment, but we are looking to get more shows and stuff in our lineup, a lot of it right now is we do have elderly pets, and so we don't really want to leave them at home. You know, it's we like getting to stay with them if we can. Okay. Randy, thank you so much. We knocked that out of the park. I'm sorry I was a brat. You're the greatest, you know. You're always so patient with me. But next time I am going to go absolute fiend mode and ask you to not watch. So I just want to do some mad science and use every single color. He says. Oh, y'all want to see where I had a leaky tote? Yep. I kind of like the color though. Like, look at how pretty that is. That's gorgeous to me. Like, except for it wasn't supposed to be that way, and it looks like I murdered a Smurf in the middle of my kitchen. But yeah, it is what it is. All right. I don't know how to do this gracefully, so just look away if you're prone to seasickness. I have both of them. I'm juggling cameras. Okay. So there's that one. I don't even know what we're going to be making today. Oh, honey, thank you. Whoop. I will not drink a bottle of lotion.
Say that.
I keep saying that, and yet here I am. Okay. Oh, honey, you're all blue too.
Yeah, I wasn't wearing gloves.
Randy. Okay, there's that. Can you hand me the red one? Okay. We should be good to go. Yep. Everything's plugged in. No, it's not. Now everything's plugged in. There we go. Hoo-wee. Alrighty, I'm gonna go get my coffee. I'll be right back. You anything from the kitchen? Okay. I should be drinking water, but oh, coffee's so good. Well, now we get to make some jewelry. How are you guys doing today? Let me get the comments and everything pulled up over here. This will be great because now I'll actually be able to read the YouTube comments as well. Shameless self-promotion. We are having a 30% off sale today, all week actually, on our website, backtoearthcreations.com. If you use coupon code SPRING30, you'll get 30% off your whole order. And Michelle says, I absolutely love the moon moth pendant you made. Is that the one that I'm wearing right now? Randy, avert your eyes. No, I know. I've decided to keep this one for myself, but I should be able to find more of those charms, and I'm trying to kind of flesh out some of the other, well, I'll just show y'all. Oh, well, thank you guys. I'm still getting, normally this is what we do like in the whole like hour before we start streaming, is I'm like panicking and getting the whole setup all situated and crap. There we go. Okay, so the things I've been making this week are messes. Since we saw y'all last on, was it Friday? I think it was Friday. The moths I'd gotten on AliExpress, but it was like a ring and the charm broke off of the ring base. So that's like, I just kind of wire wrapped it on there. Let me get, I'm all disoriented. So this one was the first one I had made that was like the prototype piece for this style of wrapping. Of the main thing that's new to me is this way of attaching the back on, which I love, but have had such a hard time replicating. So, but yeah, this one, it had like a little, nubby on the back from where it had broken off of the ring band. So that was the first one we made. And then I made this one as well, which is an agate that we had gotten at the Tri-State Gem and Mineral Show last May, which was so much fun. I think I want to go back again this year. Gosh, if they have that, I don't know if I could resist that malachite piece 2 years in a row, but oh, thank you, honey. I really like it with the blue tiger's eye. Right on, Sarah. But yeah, it's while we're making it, I try making these little like loops that come off that we can then, use to just secure the back on. But that one was a lot of fun. And then I had made this one, which these three are our homemade fused glass. I'm not 100% on the bead on this one, but it's already made. But just experimenting some more with the different variations in the back and different ways of connecting things. And then this one, this design I'm finding works better on thinner pieces or pieces that have a more gradual edge to the cabochon. These teardrops have like a really deep, there's a term for it and I don't know what it is. Like the side here, more of a taper is nice. Let me see if I have some other examples. Okay. So these two were labbed almost the exact same way. They were by the same lapidary artist. So if you can see just the shape of the side, what's the term of that? Do y'all know? But these ones were a little thick and that made it challenging. So I did 4 wires. I could have benefited from doing 5, honestly. But that's all right. Let's see. I never did get YouTube pulled up. Let me see if I can. There we go. And do what, baby? Go for it. Bye, Itsy. Amy says doming. Yeah, it's essentially, yeah. I don't know if that's like the official term for it, but basically. I'm still getting my screen situated. Making sure that it's in live chat so I don't miss anybody. The girdle, yes. The bevel, I don't know. I've heard both of those terms actually, so I don't entirely know which is the correct technical terminology for in lapidary. Come on, tripod. It's wrestling me. Okay, that'll work. That's as good as it gets. So I guess I'm going to try wrapping this one. These were some beads that I was saving for doing like ooh, I'm going to do those two together. For doing wire wrapped rings with, but I need to just use them up instead of hoarding them. Oh, though I do have these wee bitty little like citrine colored glass that we had made. And then I think our friend Brenda had sent us these beautiful Larimar, but I think I want to save them for me. I'm greedy. The girdle is the widest part of the cab, so you're talking about the girdle height. Yes. Yes. Because like with these ones, I feel like it has a relatively high girdle height. Like they dome out quite a bit. Whereas on this one, the angle that it starts to slope in, it's got a fair bit more slope. So that's easier for it to hold on to. Also, the sharper of an edge that it has there on the back. This one has my fused glass has very rounded edges. So it's just, it doesn't make it impossible. It's just something to take into consideration. And so we're going to be using 18 gauge and 26 gauge. 18 gauge is going to be the core wires. And I think, don't want to use, yeah, I'll be using vintage bronze again just because I love it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Get rid of hoarded charms and beads and stuff. Right on. Yeah, no, it's the stuff, it just kind of adds up. Egg turns and it's off to bed for me. Good night, Amanda. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I've just run this through my nylon jaw pliers a few times. And this does not use a whole bunch of wires. So I actually only need like maybe 12 inches. But I'm going to do 4 lengths. 1. And then also with this one, you can see on these other ones, I'd done it to where the coiling was on the outside. And this one, I did it where the coiling was on the inside. I think I'm going to do it on the outside again, just because I think it gets a little bit nicer of a result. Gifting the crows. 2, 3, 4. Marcellus, how you doing today, buddy? Okay. And what I have here are 2 little coiled segments that I had made on an 18 gauge wire. I'm going to be pulling off 10 feet. There's 5. And then there's another 5 of our 26 gauge wire. And yeah, girdle is super important. I def pay more of a good girdle since it directly affects how I set a stone. Gotcha. What for you, what determines a good girdle? Like what is desirable in your girdles when you're looking for them? So I'm going to be coming in here. There we go. And just picking one of our wires. And I'm going to come, this is our center. I'm going to offset just a little bit by like 3 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I like doing 5. That's a nice intensity. I'm going to try to recreate this one, but with a bead instead of a moth charm, because this is just what I have on hand right this second. So we have our 5. And this is the wire that I'm going to put these little coiled bits on. So just like how we did 5 right there, I would have just coiled like 20. Yeah. And then I'm sliding 1 onto each side. But I just coiled 20 and then snipped it, because this is going to help us to maintain our distancing, like our weaving distance. Like, do you see right here in the blurriness? There we go. This is going to, it's a spacer that's going to help us maintain that gap there, because otherwise my coils come out a little wonky. And so this is just, there's no reason not to use something if it's helpful to you. So there's 1, 2. Now also, if my hand is crampy on me at all, which it usually is, I'm going to be using my ring clamp, but I'm not going to add that until we have all of our core wires involved. Okay. So I need to kind of clear some space that way. Okay. There's 1, 2. I'm going to bring that in. And I keep it about right here. I only need enough space to get my wire where it's going. But if I have it out too far, then it's not going to serve its purpose. I want to have it right up on where I'm working, because this lets me kind of pull tight without closing that gap that I'm going to need to be weaving in again. And then there's our fourth one. We're going to go 1, 2, just squishing that on down. And now we're coming between wires 3 and 4, and we're going to wrap once and twice. There we go. Make ourselves a little bit of space. All right, on Steffi Joe, it works. It was something I had done for years and then didn't need to for a while, I thought. And then after my hand injury, I've had to pull out all of my beginner tricks to get, wrapping again. And then 1, 2. And again, you want to make sure it's already kind of difficult to get that in there. That's the one that wrap that we just did around wires 1 and 2 is usually where I lock myself back out. And what I mean by that is, I'm going to pull that down some, is preventing myself from being able to get my weaving wire back in between wires 1 and 2 without doing some like weird kinky distortion stuff. 2, 3, bless you, baby. 4 and 5. And there we are. So that is 1 repetition of this pattern. And I am going to come in with my nylon gel pliers, and I'm just going to go like smoosh, like that. Oh, I love it. And now that's going to be what I hold on to with my ring clamp, which has some leather in the jaws, and then it just has this wedge that you put in and you press. And so now it does all the tight gripping for me, and I can just be right here. Even height all the way around, rounded enough. I don't have to worry about edges cracking, tall, flat enough. I can fit at least a single 18 gauge square wire around, but not so tall I have to add extra wires to a design when I'm picking my cabs for wire wrapping anyway. Right on, Dark Cat. Those are good things to be looking out for. So I am going to do, let's see. It looks like these are around a similar size of cabochon. I think this one's a little larger. It was like $8 on Amazon Creep Tart. I'm very pleased with it. Just make sure the ones that you get do have the leather in the jaws, because otherwise the wood can mar up your wire. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 repetitions of the pattern before adding in a loop. So I think on this one, I'm going to have 6 repetitions of the pattern. But we got to start somewhere, so I'm just going to go. So now there's 1, and now it's the practice of reminding myself not to death grip it. It's a ring clamp. 1, 2. Again, keeping our little wire butted up. So there's 1, 2. Coming between wires 3 and 4. 1, 2. 1, 2. And again, trying to keep that nice and in there. There's 1. skipped one. I need to be going between 3 and 4, not 2 and 3. That's okay. That's why we go slow and steady. 1, 2. And now between 2 and 3, there's 1. Whoop. I am the source of all of my problems. Do 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 do. Cha. And if you're like me and you're struggle busting it, I like to flay out or splay out the ends like that, because now it should be a lot easier. There's 1 to differentiate between which wires I need to be going around and which wires I need to be coming between. And now I've flipped over my work just to make it a little easier on myself. 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, Kathy says, I'm interested in the watchful eye dragon. Were you able to put Rivoli in the eye sockets like the deep sea dragon? Oh, that'd be so cool, Kathy. I'd have to actually get my hands on some more Rivolis. But that would be really, really cool. We plan on starting to sculpt dragon heads again after Anime St. Louis. So probably in about a month or so. And so we can just pop that out of the ring mandrel, or ring clamp rather. And that's how that's looking. And so, oh, I shouldn't have done all 5. So I'm actually just going to undo. There's 1 and 2. And I like to use the thinner of my 2 stick mandrels. You could use a knitting needle or whatever you like. But I'm using like the, what is that, like a 6mm size. So I've done 2 wraps around our outermost wire, and then 1 around the wire and our stick mandrel, and then 1, 2 just around that first wire. And now I am not going to tug very hard on this at all to try to maintain tension, but I'm just going to start weaving again. There's 1, and there's 2 around 2 wires, and now 2 around 3, and now 2 around all 4. Making sure to keep that scooched out just far enough. We don't want to be weaving that little slidey bit, the slide spacer. We don't want to be weaving it into our work just yet. You can always incorporate it later, but I kind of just like using the same little spacers. Less pokey ends to have to worry about. 1, 2. There we go. What even day is it? It's Monday. Did we make this together this past Monday? Like, has it been a week? Oof. What a week. Okay, and now, and scooch it out of the way so I can get my wire where it needs to go. 2, 3, 4, and whoopsie, 5. Didn't mean to bend that, but that's all right. Ah, and Tuesday, that's right. Thank you, Brooke. So almost a week, which I think, I don't know if we're going to be streaming tomorrow or not. Keep an eye on your newsletter, because if we are able to stream, we will. But tomorrow's going to be another very busy day. Steffi says, are you streaming on Tuesday also now? I missed that. I did last week and I really enjoyed it, and I would like to stream more because we've got some hoops that we need to jump through for Kick to become verified and partner and all that good stuff, that I'm really hoping will help be will help us out financially significantly, I'm hoping. And honestly, I've just, instead of sitting around stressing about, oh, I need to be doing this, or oh, I should be doing that, I'm just going to get on and stream and just do the dang old thing. And whether it's good for the algorithm or not, I have fun streaming when I stream when I want to. So I figure I'm in charge of my own schedule. I can add another day in if I want, but we are tentative about it. So, because oftentimes my enthusiasm for what I think I want to do does not align with what it can actually fit into our schedule in reality. 1, 2. I'm going to put this back in the ring clamp, but while we're still relatively early in the design stage, I am going to go ahead and scooch this so that this loop is in the center of like all of our wire. And we will be having a tutorial come out for this design on our YouTube channel eventually. I haven't recorded it yet, so I don't know when it'll be scheduled for, but we will do our best. But yeah, just, you can just loop right on where that loop is and everything. Pressing on in like that. So there's 1, 2, and then sliding our spacer up so that I don't block ourselves out of it. And I love flipping my work back and forth and stuff. Like, I don't typically feel like I have to do it all just one particular way. There's 1, 2. Then there's 1, 2. Then 1. What a super productive day, you guys. Thank you all for coming and keeping us company in the craft room today. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go with the old smushy squish. Give it a little bloop. Nice. And a nice shoulder neck roll. Very good. I'm going to put my necklace back on. I am super pleased with these stainless steel spiral chains we had gotten from Panda Hall. Like, wore it through our Friday night dance party and like everything. It held up. It is holding up really, really well. No turning my skin green or anything. Yep. Stretch break, you guys. Oh, I love my new standing desk too, by the way. I was really afraid that I wouldn't be able to think while standing. Apparently, whether I'm sitting or standing, I'm still relatively smooth-brained, so I may as well stand and give my lower back a break. So there's 1, 2, around 2. There's 1, 2, around 3. Reminding myself that I don't have to be squeezing it super hard. The clamp is already doing that for me. And then 1, 2, just building it right back down then 1, and 2. Very good. And then I do like to go ahead and just flip it over, slide our spacer down a little, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And come in and smush. Very good. Very pleased. And so there we have our 3. 1, 2, 3. Sip of coffee. How's that with the additional lighting? So there's, I'm going to slide this right back on up because I don't want to be blocking myself out of being able to weave between these 2 wires again. There's 1 and 2. There's 1, 2. Man, I'm missing the clamp. I feel like I'm... Let's see, I can keep going. 2. Coming around. And 2. Sliding that down out of the way. Then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Smush. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I want to do 6 of this repetition, of this pattern repetition before doing another loop segment. And I think that that will be nice and centered up. I think that'll work really well, hopefully. We'll see how it goes. So here, that glares right in my face and I'm having a hard time. There we go. Sliding our spacer back up. We're going to go 1 and 2, then 1 and 2, and 1, 2. It's nothing if not repetitive, huh? 1, 2, 1, 2. Sliding that down out of the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Give it the old squishy smush. So that's how it looks before squishing it. And that's how it looks after squishing it. Pretty nice, I think. Very pleased with how that's coming along. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is our last one before we add in another loop. I'm going to go put on some chapstick real quick because my lips hurt real bad. Ooh, for anyone interested, the hoop debacle has evolved. I returned my hoop. It did arrive safely. That's very, very good. I still haven't heard back, last I checked, on whether or not they're able to fix my old Atomic Evoke, but it did at the very least return to them safely. Mm-mm-mm. That's some good Burt's Bees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, slide my spacer back down. Then we're gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2. But I have my fingers crossed that they'll be able to fix it and it'll be okay, because I love my Atomic Evoke, you guys. Like, I would pay full price to have another hoop exactly like my Atomic Evoke. It was the most perfect LED hula hoop for me that on the market. Like, and I've been searching high and low. See, I did that with them too. It's very subtle, but can you see how it pulled it so close? Oh. So we gotta push that in there to get that spacing back. But I gotta be careful to not get lazy and sloppy. See, it's like really holding on to that wire. We'll just squish it back. And then put the spacer in its place. So there's 1, 2. There's 1 and 2. Even with the spacer, I have to be careful. Like, I've already squished it a bit too much. There we go. So when that happens, I'll go ahead and do the smush. Out of frame. Then there's 1 and 2. But I've remembered that we're doing another loop. So I'm just positioning that there like that. And then coming around, there we go. Shout out to all my lurkers. I hope you guys are doing well. 2, 3. Just getting a little wonky. That's okay. So there's 1, 2. And then the loop, and then 4, 5. And now I am going to go back to using the clamp. That's good that they got the hoop. I hope they can fix it. Me too. Like, it's like a 10-year-old hoop. So I'm not going to be like they warned me. They were like, there's a chance that we'll open it up to fix it and it'll fall apart beyond what's repairable. And, and then I was like, oh, am I still going to owe? Because, like, whenever they open my car up, to repair my car, when I take it to the mechanic, I usually still owe them. So I just wanted to make sure. And they were like, if we can't fix it, you don't owe us a thing. And I'm like, that's fair. So I was like, fingers crossed, let's dive in and see if we can fix her. So we'll see how that goes. But I miss my hula hoop. 1, 2. Around 2. Kind of getting things resituated, making sure I got my spacer. It lasting 10 years is great though. It's a good hula hoop. Like, Astral Hoops does phenomenal work. I wish I liked their Atomic 5 more than what I do, but I prefer their Starlight model. And that's, I ended up getting a Starlight body rocker, which doesn't have all the cool lighting patterns and stuff, but on my old hula hoop, whenever it was lit up, you could see from anywhere on the hoop, you could see that light was so bright. Whereas on the Atomic 5, the LEDs are only visible from like the outer edge, which is fantastic for like performing and stuff, and they look beautiful. But for me, hula hooping inside of the hoop, I'm like, meh, I miss it glowing. Like, I want that full glow. So their Starlight hoop is the one that I think I'm always going to go with, because I like that super duper bright. And with my own personal hooping style, I don't do a whole lot of really fast off the body stuff. I like big, slow hoops for body hooping. And so yeah, it's the Atomic 5 is fantastic. It's just not my favorite. And I'm hoping that the Starlight will be my new favorite. But my hopiest hope is that my Atomic Evoke will just be resurrected. Yeah, I love glowy stuff too. Ooh, Gil says, Lurker here, jumped on your stream as I get ready for work, and you're curing my mental stagnation. Hell yeah. Can't wait to come home and craft. Right on. Well, I hope you have a really good day at work, Gil. What do you think you're going to be working on when you get home? What crafting are you going to be doing? Gosh, that's... Next time I get mentally stagnated, I'm going to have to go and maybe watch one of my own things. Hopefully I can give myself that same, like, that same cure. 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm just doing this one to finish off here on the end. It means so much to me to be able to be helpful to you guys, truly. It gives me hope that if I can be helpful to y'all, maybe I can help myself. So we can get through it together. I played with the kit clay last, just conditioned it and found all my tools. Ah, okay. What do you think, Sarah? Have you worked with cost clay before? Because it can be a little soft and sticky, but I think it's good for... Totally love that green glow clay. Right on. Okay. Oops, standing on my own wire. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Let's keep weaving. I've only used Fimo. Right on. All right, getting our clamp repositioned. So we had 1, 2. We're going to get our wires kind of splayed. I'm going to bring this up a little higher. Well, hey, Amber Kitty. Because this just lets me rest my arm on the table. But I feel bad. Like, is the camera wobbling too much? One of the green was tough and crumbly. One was soft and nice. Quite the range, right? It's after a certain amount of conditioning, they all behave a little better. But I hope the crumbly one didn't give you too much trouble. But yeah, I don't mind the ends being nice and widely splayed so long as everything's nice and parallel down where I'm currently actively weaving. Okay. So there's... Oh, gotta get my spacer in place. 1, 2. 1. Matador and the pool. The suggested daily dosage. The red moon when she's full. Some ideas and look forward to trying out some canes. Ooh, okay. I'm excited for April's kit. We're doing like an amphora wire wrap with 18 gauge round and 18 gauge half round. And I think it's going to be really nice. I got to get that video recorded as well. Gil says, I love what you're doing now around Camacho, but I think, a cabochon, but I'm thinking I may try weaving in small beads in the empty spaces. Ooh, and bend flatwise for a bracelet and hang small charms off the loops. Oh, that'd be so cool, Gil. Ooh. LE says, I think I'm just not thinking fourth dimensionally enough, but how does that spacer work? Okay, So the spacer is keeping these two wires 1 and 2, from getting too close to each other right here where my fingernail is. So as I tug, I don't want it squeezing it down like a whole bunch. So let's see. We just did 1. And so now I'm going to bring this around. There we go. And now whenever I slide the spacer away, there's enough room that I can fit my wire in there without it being too tight. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'll do this next one without the spacer so that you can see what my struggle is. So again, making sure that everything's, and it's not so bad here on the first 2. So I wrap once around both and then twice around both. And now I'm wrapping twice around 3 wires. Yeah, no, I tend to, because I want it to be nice and tight and even, and maintaining that tension is challenging for me. But, the obstacle is the way. Then there's those 2. Pressing my finger against the back while I'm pulling helps me to keep it from like pulling them all together. Because if you see, it'll start to cluster down here, and that's my first sign that I'm being a little too snug. So there's 1, 2. And now I'm going to be wrapping around all 3. So there's 1, 2 around all 3. And now getting in between these 2, it's starting to get a little tight. And even though I have tried really hard to maintain my tension, you can see these 2 wires are like really pressed against each other. And it's very difficult to get it pushed all the way up in there. And I can, but it then gets a little stuck. It kind of forces this wire out just a little bit. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And so from here, I'm going to come in and I'm going to smush and I'm going to smush. So it wasn't as bad as what it could have been, but I got very lucky on that one. It's normally much more wonky. But yeah, just using the spacer really helps me to keep that from getting tight. And whenever you're doing something, a bunch of times repetitively, it really is nice to not have to struggle every single time I get to that step of the of our little triangles that we're weaving here. Ooh, hey Cheryl, she says, I would love to learn metal braiding. It's so pretty. I, however, don't have the patience for it. How did you get there? To have the patience or metal braiding? Because the weaving, I feel like weaving and braiding are 2 different skill sets, almost not quite entirely, but quite different skill sets. Like a person could be terrible at braiding, but quite decent at wire weaving, and vice versa. The key that I've found because I'm not a patient person, like I'm not like, and I practice being patient, but it does not come naturally to me. And the strategy that I have found most helpful is, instead of being zoomed out and looking at the whole project and getting impatient, because it's like, ugh, I've been working for like almost an hour and I'm still not even done with this bezel. Like, it gets frustrating because I want to be a little, faster and more productive. What helps me is to focus on kind of just one step at a time, one stitch at a time. And every time I get a wrap done, it's like, woo! And then I do another, woo! And so by breaking the project down into much smaller, it helps me to hyperfixate, which gets me into like this crafty flow state where it just flies by. And also it keeps me focusing on the magic that happens in the details and just kind of, just one little bite at a time. Um, I hope that that's helpful. Did that answer your question? I hope. But for wire braiding, I love that stuff. A desk clamp is the number one best thing for wire braiding because then you can just like go. Yeah, oh, anytime, Ellie. I am so happy to get to answer y'all's questions and hopefully be helpful. Such a lovely weave with the different wire colors. Ah, thank you, Sarah. I love vintage bronze and silver together. Because I feel like silver gets a little lost on my complexion, but the vintage bronze I think ties in really nicely. I like that kind of metallic brown of it. Okay, so now we're gonna come in. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna go ahead and clamp back up because just because my hand isn't hurting doesn't mean it's not going to start hurting. And crafting for the long haul here, it's going to be a heck of a 3 weeks. Our next vending event is Anime St. Louis. It's our first vending event of the year. And we have 1, 2, 3 full weekends before going to Anime St. Louis. I think we can do it. I think we can get all the things that we need to get made and done without breaking ourselves. And I think it'll be fantastic. And I hope that Randy will still like me by the time it's all done. I'm going to have to like bat my eyelashes at him and make him a pan of cornbread or something. Because I fear I become a handful when I'm frazzled. Or frantic or what have you. And then around both, or all 4. Any way that I can remove just little bits of friction. Because I don't want to rush, I just want to go smoothly. I've been a cake decorator for 20 years, just wanting to try something new. Right on. Oh, well, thank you, Cheryl. You're very kind. But, I bet you'll get the hang of this. You can do it. Wire is a lot of fun. It helps, I think, to have good quality wire, and that doesn't necessarily mean expensive. It's just I like Parawire is my favorite brand because you don't have to worry about it tarnishing or turning your skin green, and it's very easy to work with because some wire, like with this is a little bit of scrap Parawire. When I bend it, it stays in that shape. With some wire, when I bend it, it'll like kind of spring back out a little bit. Like stainless steel is a wire that does that, and some of the half hard and full hard wires will be a little bit more springy on me. And so that's something that whenever we teach, and people are like frustrated by wire wrapping, that's usually the number one culprit, is they're using a wire that is working kind of against them for what they're trying to achieve, especially with something like braiding or like this with wire weaving. It can be like very frustrating if the wire doesn't stay where you put it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. What kind of cakes do you like to do? Like lots of fondant stuff, or as a person who enjoys the heck out of cake, I would love to hear more about what you do. Spatial technique is brilliant. Off to work now. Peace and love. Have a great rest of your day, Gil. Thanks for hanging out with us. Okay, I've lost count. I don't know how many are under the clamp. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only need to do 1 more. I really like clamps that have wedges as opposed to wing nuts because that's one less thing for the wire to get snagged on. And if there is something for the wire to get snagged on, it will, is in my experience. Okay. And so last one, we're going to flip it around just because I like being able to hold it just like so. Ooh, Amy says, I'm sure you already mentioned it, but what is that wooden clip thingy you're using and where did you purchase it? This is a ring clamp. And actually, let me see if I can find a link for you guys. Shameless self-promotion. It's an Amazon affiliate link, so it will help to, well, is that one free shipping though? See, that one does not have the leather in its jaws. Sometimes it's worth paying. Let me measure this. How big are you? Yeah, that's 6 inches. Okay. It's worth paying the $1 more to have the leather in the grips, because if it's not there, it will mar up your wire. There's that one. Let me find the pop-out chat. Here you go, Amy. There you go. Ooh, Lynn says, I've been working in a bagel store since 1996. I think it's nice to have a hobby, at least on the side. 100%. Oh my God. I think gardening and dance and music are my hobbies, because I enjoy them and I do share them like on social media and stuff, but I don't like have a booth where I sell music. Like I don't consider myself a musician. I just like to honk on my flute and strum on the guitar and bang on my drum and pound the piano keys and just make a ruckus, a general ruckus. Yeah, Amy. No, I hope you all know, I do not mind a bit. I will happily sit here and answer the same questions over and over again. Like I like to feel helpful if I can. So if you've got a question, go for it. Hey CD, how's it going? And then 1, 2. There we go. And now I can slide our spacer down. And I'm reminding myself this one we're doing the loop. So I'm going to go 1, 2. And then on the third one, I'm just going to line this up. I think I'm going to have to take it out of the clamp. 5 minutes. Thank you, baby. Yeah, that's a good idea. Let me get finished with this segment. 1, 2. And I just picked this because it's a tool that I have. You could make your loop larger or smaller. Entirely up to you. Oh, well, thank you, Teresa. She says, I love watching you wire wrap. I love wire wrapping. We started off doing tie-dye today, but sometimes you just craft where the wind takes you. And we got done with the tie-dye a little early, but we're going to go check on it here in a minute. There we go. 2 around all 4, and then coming up. I get anxiety every time I think about that tie-dye. I really hope it does well at Anime St. Louis. Like, not this batch in particular, but just like all of it in general. I tell myself that fate favors the bold, and if you never plant a seed, it'll never grow. So I gotta take those risks, but ooh, it's risky business. There we are. There's 5 wraps. And then I'm going to give that the smush. And this is just about exactly how this started. So we'll bring those two sides together, weave a little bit of a bail in whatever pattern you like. But we're going to be putting together a tutorial on this whole like structure, because there's so many different variations and ways that you can, oops, sorry, didn't mean to slide my jewelry over the microphone. There's so many different ways that you can take this. Like this one, we did a little bit of a net bezel because it just did not want to stay in its frame. So let's go check on the tie-dye. Ooh, Lynn says, good night, Hannah. Thanks so much for hanging out. She's going to bed now, but today was super cool to watch with both the tie-dye and wire wrapping. Right on. Amy says the ring clamp is a really clever design, not overly complicated. Definitely. Like, and it works. Like, it just works. Lynn says, I've been trying to grow ginger. Nothing is happening. I put my ginger in like a Ziploc bag with damp soil for a little while. Like the bag wasn't completely closed because I didn't want it to get mildewy, but I put the damp soil in there and put the ginger roots that I had rinsed a little bit. I didn't scrub them because I didn't want to break the skin off too much, but sometimes they'll put sprout inhibitors on them if you get them just like from the store as opposed to a garden center. And then actually I wonder, I can show you the one that I've still got going. All my ones outside died from the cold, but we've got this little bit of ginger up here. Was just a bit that I actually brewed in my tea. And it still sprouted. But keep at it, you'll get there. Ginger can be tricky for sure. Oh, look at the tie-dyes. Okay, so this is how they're coming along. Oh, now the forbidden snow cone. I don't think the purples that are coming out in the sapphire blue up on top of the ice are going to translate into how the shirt itself looks. But you can kind of see, especially on this one. It's difficult to see through the screen, but you can see how the color is percolating down. And then those are our muck dyes down below it. But here you can see the dragon's heart coming through in the green. So that's really cool stuff, you guys. That's our batch of tie-dye, and we'll let this sit for at least 24 hours. It may end up being 48 hours if it's very cold in the house, just so we can let it batch fully. But this is our kitchen now. It just...
Last week had to be 48 because it just didn't melt.
Yeah, I don't know if you could hear him, but Randy was saying that last week it had to be 48 hours because the ice just hadn't melted. Like, not all the way, so we're like, okay. But that's... Ooh, and we've got the kiln loaded up and ready to go with some more dichro. So like these here, this is how this started with our homemade fused glass. So right on, you guys. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us today. It's been... I can't believe the 3 hours flew by so fast. We got 10 tie-dye tops tied in with the die set, and then we're well on our way. I may be able to get this one finished today, but I need to smoosh that one. Smoosh. But I will see y'all. Keep an eye on your email, because if we stream tomorrow, I'll be sending out the streaming link in the newsletter. We're doing that Spring 30. SPRING 30. That coupon code will get you 30% off whatever you want at our website, backtoearthcreations.com. And I think, other than that, Amy says the tie-dye outfit you're wearing now looks like rhyolite. Oh, I've never noticed that. This one's by Opal Moon Dyes, and I absolutely love it. But went by too quick. Well, I will see y'all next time. So until then, you guys, thank you for being here, and happy crafting. Bye. We'll see y'all next time. Okay. What do I